Right, well, welcome back to the Vantage Point YouTube channel. And today I thought I'd take a look at some of the CDs we've made available on Elastic Stage. If you watched some of our previous videos, you might know you can now buy vinyl from our Elastic Stage page. I don't know, I think we've got about 10 available. This is obviously War of the Dead. And we've also made some CDs available. And kind of like the vinyls, they're not what I would class as albums, but Elastic Stage hosts them as an album because as soon as you put more than 4 tracks on a release, they say this is an album. But in essence, really, they're mainly songs released digitally, one or two digital songs, and then kind of backed with lots of other things like kind of demos or alternate mixes, alternate versions of the same song. So you wouldn't call it an album when it's 10 tracks and 5 of them are the same song, just a different variant of it. So they're maybe quite interesting releases. So I've got 3 of them here. First one, 24 Hours of Freedom, which of course features Hall of Famer inductee Blaze Bayley on vocals, and so he guested on 24 Hours of Freedom. It was actually we sent him 24-hour breakdown we were doing a new version, and we thought we'd get him to sing it, and he came back and said, "Can I change the words to 24 Hours of Freedom?" He made it about his hitting the road on his motorbike, which is why actually I put on one of the other tracks as Motorman. I thought that went quite well together. But that's the single edit, so I think there's more. It's shorter because it doesn't have the keyboards from Derek Sherinian, which is on the album version, and I think there's more backing vocals on the outro. When it came to the album version, I wanted to showcase the guitar solo, so we kind of stripped away some of the backing vocals. So the kind of full version is on the Alternative View album, which is an album of 8 or 9 unique tracks, and you can get our albums, of course, on our Bandcamp page. But these are just kind of additional CDs with some music and hopefully some interesting stuff. So yeah, as it's kind of, we put 24 Hours of Freedom, and as I said, put Motorman on, and then there's 3 versions of 24 Breakdown here. One from the Daredevil album, one with Mercy singing on, and then a demo from 2003. So it was all kind of bikes and cars. I thought, oh, I'll give it a transport theme. So I've also stuck on Fast Car Smell, Book Bustin' Zombie Train. So that's that, yes. It's just that little slipcase picture of the band and then track listing, and I think where the songs came from or what's different about the songs. And then the CD's just got the 24 Hours of Freedom and our little Daredevil mascot brand guy. I've also got Back to Work, which is kind of an accompanying piece to our Work 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 album. So this one's just got a lot of text about how it relates to the Work 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 album. Basically, there's a few songs on this which have taken the music from Work Work Work, and they have different singers and vocals. So the music's the same, singer vocals are different, so it's kind of like going to work, kind of in the same place, but it sounds a bit different. That was the kind of vibe we were going for. We meant to do a whole album of that, but then we never managed to get enough singers keen, so we've just got a few versions of Work 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 songs here, and then I've stuck on lots of other stuff. There's some demos. There's a book bus work in progress, which is just basically the drums and bass before the guitars and vocals were recorded. So I don't know how many repeated listens you'd give that if you bought this, but slightly interesting. I think the CD's in my machine, so I can't show you that, but it's basically the same as you can see on my third one. It's basically the same as 24 Hours of Freedom, just a different title. And I've done that same with Back at Work. This one it says Can't Wait for Her Love, which is the title, and on the spine. But on the artwork it says Can't Wait for Your Love, because that was a mistake I made when I was asking for some art. So I've just kept that. So this has got 3 versions of Can't Wait for Her Love, the album version, which is on the On Target album, which is again available from our Bandcamp page, which has got keyboards and stuff. The single version, which is I think it's slightly longer. Which is odd for a single, maybe it's short, I can't remember. But there's no keyboards in that. And then there's another version with a different singer. And then, well, this has got another bass work in progress. It's got the list, just drums and bass. But it's got a demo of You Don't Know What You Have. It's got Pop Up Reality and Rainbow Roost, which are both, again, the same song, but different vocalist, different singer. And it's got Express Yourself, which is the music from Can't Wait for Our Love, but again, with different vocals and stuff. So then some pictures of the band in the back, and those are all our what we'd call proper albums. And then inside some credits and some photos from a gig we did back in 2013 for the Edinburgh Rock and Roll Marathon. Quite nice to document things like that. So that's hold on, got them all. 3 of the CDs you can get from our Elastic Stage page, where of course you can also get lots of vinyl should you wish. So you can go and check that out. And if you don't want to buy it in physical product, you can just visit Spotify or YouTube and listen to our music there, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll no doubt see you in another video soon. Maybe telling you of a new song we've got available to stream it to maximum volume. Cheers for watching.
If this is a lust, I just can't wait for a love.